If your pump has been leaking or spraying water, has ever been used with a garden spray nozzle, or if it has been pumping anything other than water, it's likely your pump has become damaged, requiring this repair. In this video, we will be switching out the shaft seal, the O-ring, and the impeller in the PLS lawn sprinkling pump. For this fix, you'll need the PLS repair kits with the appropriate parts corresponding to your repair. For the shaft seal and O-ring, the part number is 19041-001, and for the impeller, the part number is 28091-001. Double check your manual before ordering the exact parts you'll need. Before we get started, unplug and drain the unit and bring it someplace dry where you can keep track of small parts. First, flip the pump on its back and remove the 4 screws and washers from the top. This separates the pump housing from the motor of the pump. Keep in mind they are located very close to the wall of the pump, making access difficult, so it is recommended that you use an appropriately sized wrench for unscrewing. With the screws and washers set aside for later, lift the pump housing straight up to remove it. Leaving the pump housing intact and set aside, the interior of the pump should now reveal the O-ring and a small screw and washer holding down the impeller. Go ahead and remove the old O-ring first. Then, using an 8mm ratchet and a little force, you can remove the screw and washer. Older models were built with screws instead, requiring a screwdriver for removal. An impact screwdriver is recommended to avoid stripping the screw. Once they are out, you can begin to wedge the impeller out either by hand or by using a flathead screwdriver. With the old O-ring and impeller removed, keep an eye on the way the shaft seal was oriented. The order in which the pieces are stacked is very important and needs to be replicated when you replace the shaft seal. Rust buildup can make the shaft seal appear as one piece, so be sure to identify the components properly. First, remove the spring resting on top. Next, wedge out the silver part of the shaft seal with a flathead screwdriver. It may take some forceful prying from multiple angles before coming loose. Finally, to remove the white ceramic base of the shaft seal, you'll need to wedge out the entire metal seal plate from the pump. This can be difficult with rust buildup, so attempt to pry it up with a flathead screwdriver if you can't remove it by hand. Then, from behind, using a flathead screwdriver and a rubber mallet, hammer out the remainder of the shaft seal. Once your shaft seal is out, you're ready to replace it and reassemble your pump. First, check your replacement shaft seal and make sure it is still in the same orientation it was shipped in. Be careful as the components are loose. Going in reverse order it was disassembled in, begin by inserting the white ceramic base of the shaft seal into the seal plate. Use the provided small foam sheet used to package your new shaft seal as a barrier from your skin when pressing the seal into place. This keeps the oils from your hands from damaging the pump. When the shaft seal is flush with the seal plate again, return the seal plate back onto the pump. Next, move on to the silver piece by pressing it back into place using the foam sheet as well. Next, place your new spring on top of the shaft seal where it went originally. Now, taking your new impeller, press it back into place on top of the spring with the curved ridge facing up. Be sure the flat inside edge of the impeller lines up with the flat edge of the drive shaft when pressing it back together. While holding the impeller in place, return the center washer and screw to the impeller by first cranking them hand tight until you can switch to tightening them with a ratchet until snug. Now with the impeller reattached, you can attach your new O-ring and return the pump housing to the motor. Hand tighten the 4 screws and washers into the pump before tightening them with a wrench to ensure the pump is sealed tightly. And maintenance is complete. Test your pump to make sure it is operating properly again after you've made your repairs. If you have any questions, please give us a call at 1-800-237-0987 or email us at cs@waynewatersystems.com or leave a question or comment below so we can further assist you. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook for up-to-date news and discussions.